And listen, I'm actually at a point where it physically pains me to engage in small talk. I do not know how to talk to you. I actually do not know how to talk to you, and it physically pains me if all you want to talk to me about is what celebrities are up to, or what newest movie is coming out, or what newest restaurant is opening up. I do not know how to talk to you. If you're just going to stick your head in the sand and ignore the fact that the world is literally on fire, you are going to just blatantly ignore the fact that we have a 6,000-year-old satanic cult that has been running this world. We have actual demonic entities, on our TV running our government, and satanic rituals that are being done in government buildings. I just don't know how to talk to anybody that is going to ignore all of that. We actually live in different worlds at this point. And that's the wildest thing for me, is there are so many people out in this world that are living their life like absolutely nothing is wrong. Just heads completely submerged in the sand, just continuing to go to fast food 4 to 5 times a week like there's not actual human beings in the meat, continuing to go see new movies and pay attention to what their favorite celebrities are up to like these aren't demonic hybrids and clones. They're just acting like they're normal human beings with normal lives. And then we have people just arguing over left versus right, acting like that's still a thing. I don't know how to relate to those people anymore. I'm actually at that point where it pains me if you want to talk about the world like there's nothing wrong. And it's funny because the more the veil is lifted off your eyes with how the world really is, the more the veil is lifted off your eyes with how people really are. And the more you see that, the less you want to be around people. Like, I have no desire to be around people. I have a handful of people that I like, and that's about it. People in general, I love y'all, but people in general suck. People just have lost the ability to be real human beings. They have lost the ability to be nice. They have lost the ability to be kind. They have lost the ability to be genuine human beings. Everybody is fake nowadays, and I don't have the energy or the time to be around fake. I do not know how to. I will call you out. I can't anymore. And what does the Bible say, right? With much wisdom comes much sorrow. When you see this world for what it really is, when you recognize that the entire political stage is just that, it's a stage, it's the illusion of choice, it's all fake, it's all scripted. None of that literally means what we think it means. It is all charades. We have actual demonic entities, 6,000-year-old demonic entities that run our government, that sit in high places, that call the shots. The people that we see, that we think are in charge, are not. They are puppets. And everybody is just going along with it. The average person in this world just goes along with it. And I'm at a point where I don't know how to interact with that person anymore, with this world. I am so set apart. I am so detached from this world, and I'm so blessed to be in that category. I am so grateful that I am set apart, that I see this world with spiritual eyes, that I know what is going on, that I know what is coming. But I don't understand how so many people just live their life like nothing is wrong. They don't even sense that something is wrong. They don't even feel it. It actually blows my mind at this point.
Shalawam, I'm your brother Yahawah from the branch of GMS, South Carolina Millions. And before I start off, all praise, honor, and glory belongs to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, HaQadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well. And Shalawam to you hopeful elect scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. To you I say Shalawam. The elect are misanthropes in this world. All right. Taking this word from the elder apostle Gabar, teaching us this word misanthrope. It goes into one who hates humankind, one who distrusts human character or motives. All right, hating mankind, to simplify it. All right. And the reason why I titled it The Elect, all right, you Akim, Yahawah, of the Lord's elect, who he's going to save here in these latter days from all the hell, the chaos, and the soon destruction here in America, Babylon the Great. The reason why I say the elect are misanthropes, is because we hate the wickedness of these people. All right, we hate the people that operate under the spirit of the Edomite, the so-called white man, which according to the Bible are the border of wickedness, pursuing the Malachi 1 and 4, because the ways of Esau, Edom, are operating within this world is opposed to our power, and ultimately through their actions and even these people's words, they show how much they hate Bahasham Yahawashi and how much they hate us. So the feeling is mutual, all right? It's reciprocated, okay? We hate the people of this world, all right? Because, the scriptures speak about, what manner of man the ruler of the city is. Such are all they that dwell therein. All right, let me get that real quick in the book of Sirach. And I'm about to come to a stop. All right, but this is the book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 2. It says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. These people are under the vibration of Esau, Edom, the wicked, the devil that the Bible speaks of, as this devil is in power. According to Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right, and through this devil's rule, he allows, wickedness to reign free. He allows a man to be with a man, a woman to be with a woman. This devil, is involved in pedo rings, as the whole exposure of the Epstein files. And even though that's being exposed, no justice is coming, for the victims, man. Okay? These devils still walking around scot-free. Okay? And that's why we are misanthropes, because you got people in Babylon the Gate. You would think that they would have uproared and came up against, the government and physically taking them out of power. And we're not inciting anything. All right, but it shows you that the people of Babylon the Great are complacent. They're allowed to teach the alphabet agenda to your children in schools. Satanism, is at an all-time high. Okay, these people are wicked, man. In one form or another. Okay, if they oppose one thing that Esau, Edom, is doing wrong on the planet Earth and wickedness and how he rules the planet Earth, they're with it in another, agenda of Esau, Edom, which means that they are ultimately opposed to Bahasham Yahawashi, man. Okay, and for that, we are misanthropes, man. We hate these people. We hate the people of this world, man. All those that are against Bahasham Yahawashi. These people are specifically 2/3 of the house of Israel. They're caught up in, the paganism, which is ultimately the worshiping of idols. They're caught up in idolatry, different forms of witchcrafts. The men are warlocks and the women, are witches out here, man. And that is, something that Bahasham Yahawashi is against, but these people of the world are for. And Esau, Edom allows. Okay? And we are looking for that new heavens and that new earth, man. That, that righteous kingdom of heaven that's going to be established here shortly in the planet Earth, man. Okay? Is it wrong to have the mindset to hate the people of this world and the wickedness, that they operate in? No. Because the scriptures read here, Amos 5 and 15. Hate the evil and love the good. And what is good? The good is the keeping of the commandments of Bahasham Yahawashi, man. Walking the righteous path that Bahasham Yahawashi has, set before us, as Israelites, man. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. What is the evil? The evil is the wicked philosophies of Esau, Edom. Okay? The alphabet lifestyle. You can delete somebody. You can murder somebody. All right. And, you get that person, the one that's guilty before the courts. And if the victim, come up missing, so to speak, still no justice. And you can have all the evidence, but if the victim come up, if the witness come up missing, then the murderer can walk away scot-free, man. This is the evil that we hate. Okay? Because with Yahawashi and the Lord's commandments is order. Okay? Is justice, is righteousness. All right? It says, and establish judgment in the gate. And if these implementation of the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments was in the earth, everything would be the way it's supposed to be. Everything would flourish. Everything would prosper. And that's what it's going to be in the kingdom of heaven, man. Okay? We're opposed to Jake eating unclean foods. Shrimp, crab, lobster, catfish. Things that's supposed to clean the waters, clean the earth. Jake out here eating the swine. The garbage disposals, the natural garbage disposals in the planet Earth, Jake eating it. Okay, and wonder, and Esau promoted as a delicacy, and got the whole entire planet Earth and the people of Babylon the Great eating it like it's a delicacy, and they wonder why everything is all messed up in the planet Earth, man. Okay, but us hopeful members of the elect, and specifically the prophets, we're establishing judgment, man. Okay? Establish judgment in the gate. It may be that the Lord, and that starts with the elder apostles and the elder bishops, a great millstone, man. Our teachers. It says, it may be that the Lord, Yahawah, Bahasham, power of hosts, will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph. Yeah, and that's who the Lord going to ultimately, have mercy on, man. Okay? Ones who see what's wrong on the planet Earth. Ones who are opposed to the wicked and his rule, Esau, Edom, and how these people operate in this world, and they speak against it. Okay? The Lord said, who will stand up for him against the workers of iniquity? Let me get that. So yeah, us hopeful members of the elect, man, we hate this world, man. And we hate the people in it that love this world. Okay? Who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? Let me find that. Rise up for me against Salakia. Yep. Psalms 94:16. It says, who will rise up for me against the evildoers? And the only ones that's doing that is the prophets, the servants, of Yahawah out there in the highways, week in and week out, day in and day out, going into all what's wrong with this planet Earth and the wicked rule of the wicked, all right, and the evils of Jake, 2/3, man. Okay? These heathens, they follow suit of Esau, And that's why the scriptures speak about, Yahawashi speaking about those wicked Israelites back then. Ye are your father, the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. That's why our people are all messed up out here, and robbers and scammers and witches and warlocks, idolaters, because they're following after the father, the devil, man. And we're against it. We're standing up for Yahawah and righteousness and judgment in the earth, man. All right? And we ain't going to keep silence until Yahawah establish and make a Jerusalem of praise in the earth, as a reason Isaiah 62 and verse 7, man. Okay? With those watchmen, verse 6. It says, who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? And that's simple. The prophets, man. All right? We hazard our lives. We present our bodies to living sacrifice, and we come and we expose the devils. The Lord said, according to biblical prophecy, was that 2 Thessalonians 2:8, that the Lord will consume them with the spirit of his mouth. That's the prophets. 2 Thessalonians 2:8. Then, Salaki, I was reading NLT. It says, and then shall that man of, Salaki, and then shall that wicked be revealed, which is Esau, Edom, so-called white man. They are the biblical Edomites, the seed of the wicked. All right. Whom the Lord, Yahawashi, shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and that's his servants, the prophets. Okay, exposing this devil for everything that he's done in the planet Earth and that he is currently doing that's opposed to Yahawashi. We're out in this devil for his new world order, his wickedness that he's trying to establish. He's about to see up everybody in the planet Earth. He wanted one world order, one world government, one world currency, one world religion. We're exposing all that, man. Okay? These devils, the ones that whitewash the images. These devils had a hand in us for discontinuing from our heritage. All that's being exposed via the prophets. It says, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And that's through the second return of Yahawashi, who's not going to meet this devil as a man, pursuant to Isaiah 47:3, man. Okay? His devil is being exposed, and the Lord is about to take him down. Okay? And he's being exposed by the prophets. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. NLT, this man will come to do the work of Satan. These are the physical counterparts of the spiritual demon Satan, man. Okay? This man will come to do the work of Satan with counterfeit power and signs and miracles. And that's through this devil's technology. His left hand miracles via his technology. Okay, these devils are tapped in on the left hand side through the spiritual demon Satan. And that's what we're seeing with this new world order, this one world government that he's trying to establish. With AI, these different data centers being set up. Okay, because this devil wants to play and be as the most high in the planet Earth, man. But that's not going to succeed. Okay? Yahawashi have bounds that he cannot pass, and his time is almost up, man. Okay? Job 14:5. It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. With who? Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. This devil has been weighed in the balance, man. Okay? That has appointed his bounds that he cannot pass, man. So there ain't gonna be another second he can add to his kingdom. There ain't no way he can stop the exposure of him being the wicked and the devil and the Edomite of the Bible, man. Okay? There's no stopping the will of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, man. Okay? Even within his power in the earth, there's certain, bounds. He can't go to the depths of the sea. He can't reach the heights of the heavens. There's a cutoff point for this devil, man, because ultimately this is not for him to, flourish and live perpetually and rule in wickedness on the planet Earth forever, man. The Lord, his will is for the Israelites, the rightful rulers in the planet Earth, to rule, starting with Hamashiach Yahawashi. Sirach 10:4, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, Yahawashi, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. All right, and that's Yahawashi along with his elect, man. So the elect on this side, we are misanthropes, man. Just like our ancient forefather, Lot. He was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. We're vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. We're tired of these devil, and we're tired of the people here in the planet Earth that operate just like this devil. We are the ones who hate humankind, all right? But, those that do wickedness, man, okay? And with that, do we go around and, just being an asshole or being disrespectful? No. It says, be ye angry, Be angry. Is it ye angry or be angry? Let me see. Be angry. I think it's in the New Testament. Yep. Ephesians 4:26. Be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath. So yeah, we angry and we tired of this place. We hate this wicked place and we hate this devil. Especially for his, wicked rule and, ruling over us, all the history that this devil has done to us and continue to do. All right, but we sin not because we know why. We wait upon the Lord till he rise up to the prey. Vengeance is of the Lord, man. Okay? And eventually that vengeance is going to take place. It's a righteous thing with Yahawah to recompense tribulation to those that trouble us. 2 Thessalonians 2:6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. So these devils about to get their just due. These heathens going to follow along with them. You know, they're going to get their just due. Okay? The dogs licked our sores off. They benefited off the curses of us, the Israelites, being in captivity. Okay? But they going to get it, man. It says, unto you who are troubled, rest with us. Yeah, within this truth, you know. Within the household of faith, you know. His truth is a comfort, you know. Until Yahawah shall ultimately give us that ultimate rest in the kingdom of heaven. It says, when the Lord Yahawah shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels. And that's soon. That is soon, man. Okay? It says, in flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High. And those are the ones who are evil. The ones we hate. Okay? It says, in flaming fire, taking vengeance, payback on them that know not the Most High, and that obey not the gospel, the good news, all right, being this truth of our Lord Hamashiach, Yahawashi, who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power, man. And that's nuclear annihilation, concentrated fire from the Lord and his chariots. You know, that's why Isaiah 66:16 tells you that the slain of the Lord shall be many. All right. So I'm gonna play this brother video. You know, just we're misanthropes, man. Okay. Yes, we hate the evil, wicked people of this world, man. All right. We hate the evil and we love the good, man. You know, we love hopeful members of the elect, brothers and sisters out here serving Yahawah. We love them. And how do we show that we love them? Through keeping the commandments of Yahawah. The 2/3 now. On the other hand, they hate the righteousness of the Lord. They hate us. And therefore they love death. And they about to receive that. Romans 6:23. The wages of sin is death. Okay? But I was about to get another precept. Oh, yeah. 1 John. Call out Yahawah. 1 John chapter 2:15. It says, love not the world. So if you love not the world, what is the, what is the opposite of love? Hate. So we hate this world. We hate the people in it that love this world and operate in this world. And you 2/3 not repenting to Yahawah. We hate all those that hate Yahawah. We hate every false way. Just like King David said, man, we hate them with a perfect hatred. Okay? Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Okay? So the love and the Father ain't in these wicked 2/3. Then what is it? Hate. They hate the Heavenly Father. They hate his only begotten Son, Yahawashi. They hate Yahawah, and they hate the prophets. They hate his word. You have the scriptures to go into, they despise the word of the Lord. They hate righteousness, man. Okay? The reason we don't love this world, because this is the world of the wicked. This is Esau, Edom's world. There's nothing in this world for us. Okay? For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. And this devil pushes, do as thou wilt. You know? Cater to the flesh. You know? Do what you feel. You know? And that's all adverse and against Yahawah. That's why you see our people are serial adulterers. You know, they can know that a man, you know, is married to a woman and still pursue that woman. And then, you know, vice versa on the woman's end. She married to a man and still go after that man. You know, and they do that wicked act of adultery. All right. And that's being a part of the world, man. You know, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, the pride of life. Okay? A woman would leave a man because he got money. You know? A man would sleep with another man's wife because he coveted after him, after that man's wife, and then, don't even get me started on the alphabet group, man. Okay? Following after the ways of Edom. It says, it is not of the world, Slaka, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away in the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever. And that's the elect, man. Okay? This place right here about to be destroyed, man. It reads on, little children, it is the last time. We in the last days, last seconds of the last days. And as ye have heard that anti-Hamashiach, okay, shall come, even now are there many anti-Hamashiach, showing you there's not going to be one antichrist to rule in planet Earth. No, there's many. That was going back then. Adverse to the ways of Bahasham Yahawashi. And you got plenty of them today that's about to get deleted. It says, whereby we know that it is the last time. Okay? It says, they went out from us, but they were not of us. Yep, those that fall away, because they get taken by the world, whether it's their job, their woman, whatever. It says, for if they had been of us, they would no doubt have continued with us, but they went out that they might be made manifest that they were not all of us. Okay? And that's ultimately because the love of the world, superseded their love for Yahawashi. So therefore they hated the Lord. You can't serve two masters, the scriptures say now. So they hate the ways of Yahawashi. It may threw a monkey wrench in their plans and what they wanted to do, what they wanted to be. Okay? So they hated Yahawashi and they loved the world more, and that's what they were taken by. But us hopeful members of the elect is opposite. We love Yahawashi and his ways, the Lord's ways, all right? And we have, left the world, man. We use the world and we don't abuse it. Okay? But verse 20, it says, but ye have an unction from the Holy One, and that unction is an anointing. The Lord got his spirit on us. It says, and ye know all things, all things pertaining to salvation and how to get delivered and how to please the Lord. Things that's pleasing unto the Lord is made known unto us, man. And that's with the elect. Okay? We will love the 2/3 in the kingdom of heaven. Alright? Right now on this side, fuck them niggas, man. Alright? All those that's opposed to Yahawashi, fuck them, man. Okay? We're tired of these niggas. We're tired of these devils. We're tired of these heathens, man. Okay? And I'm going to get a precept. As harsh as it may sound, it's righteous, man. Okay? 2 Peter 2:6, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly. And delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. So that's the correct spirit, being vexed, hating this world, man. Just like Lot did in Sodom and Gomorrah, man. And with that, Lot and his 2 daughters got delivered. Same with the elect in this time. It says, for that righteous man dwelling among them, in seeing and hearing, vex his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. And, that's where the alphabet, gang, was prevalent. And it's prevalent here, even more so now. You can get your sex changed, man. It's change your plumbing, so to speak. And they promote that on children, even in this kingdom. And if the parents oppose it, they can get arrested. We got to get the hell out of Babylon, man. We got to get the hell away from these wicked ass people. It says, the Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations. That's the elect. And the ultimate temptation or test is the hour of temptation that's approaching. A lot of judgment is about to go down in this planet Earth, man. Okay, and the Lord about to try everybody. All right? And the elect, our faith is going to be tested, but we're going to pass the test through the spirit and the power of Yahawashi. It says, and to reserve the unjust until the day of judgment to be punished. So that's all that's coming to these wicked people of this world. The people that hate Yahawashi and his ways. Hey, and the people that we hate. Okay? We hate them equally the same. The feeling's mutual. Alright? They don't fuck with us, we don't fuck with them, man. Simple. Alright? Though I be rude in speech and not in knowledge, man. Okay? So they being reserved for punishment, man. Alright? So I'm gonna play this brother's video. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. And I was originally gonna play it in the beginning. I might post edit and put it in the beginning as well. But nonetheless, I pray and hope that this is edifying to the spirit and the power of Yahawah and to you hopeful members of the elect. And subscribe to the brother channel, the Hopeful Elect 3. Shalawam to the elect.
And listen, I'm actually at a point where it physically pains me to engage in small talk. I do not know how to talk to you. I actually do not know how to talk to you, and it physically pains me. If all you want to talk to me about is what celebrities are up to, or what newest movie is coming out, or what newest restaurant is opening up, I do not know how to talk to you. If you're just going to stick your head in the sand and ignore the fact that the world is literally on fire, you are going to just blatantly ignore the fact that we have a 6,000-year-old satanic cult that has been running this world. We have actual demonic entities, on our TV running our government, and satanic rituals that are being done in government buildings. I just don't know how to talk to anybody that is going to ignore all of that. We actually live in different worlds at this point. And that's the wildest thing for me, is there are so many people out in this world that are living their life like absolutely nothing is wrong. Just heads completely submerged in the sand, just, continuing to go to fast food 4 to 5 times a week like there's not actual human beings in the meat, continuing to go see new movies and pay attention to what their favorite celebrities are up to like these aren't demonic hybrids and clones. They're just acting like they're normal human beings with normal lives. Then we have people just arguing over left versus right, acting like that's still a thing. I don't know how to relate to those people anymore. I'm actually at that point where it pains me if you want to talk about the world like there's nothing wrong. And it's funny because the more the veil is lifted off your eyes with how the world really is, the more the veil is lifted off your eyes with how people really are. And the more you see that, the less you want to be around people. Like, I have no desire to be around people. I have a handful of people that I like, and that's about it. People in general, I love y'all, but people in general suck. People just have lost the ability to be real human beings. They have lost the ability to be nice. They have lost the ability to be kind. They have lost the ability to be genuine human beings. Everybody is fake nowadays, and I don't have the energy or the time to be around fake. I do not know how to. I will call you out. I can't anymore. And what does the Bible say, right? With much wisdom comes much sorrow. When you see this world for what it really is, when you recognize that the entire political stage is just that, it's a stage, it's the illusion of choice, it's all fake, it's all scripted, none of that literally means what we think it means. It is all charades. We have actual demonic entities, 6,000-year-old demonic entities that run our government, that sit in high places, that call the shots. The people that we see, that we think are in charge, are not. They are puppets. And everybody is just going along with it. The average person in this world just goes along with it. And I'm at a point where I don't know how to interact with that person anymore, with this world. I am so set apart. I am so detached from this world. And I'm so blessed to be in that category. I am so grateful that I am set apart, that I see this world with spiritual eyes, that I know what is going on, that I know what is coming. But I don't understand how so many people just live their life like nothing is wrong. They don't even sense that something is wrong. They don't even feel it. It actually blows my mind at this point.